Ain't this nice? Went to the pit. It's Comics and Shots, a completely improvised semi-comedic musing by Howard Stern's Mick the Nerd, aka YouTube and TikTok's Mick the Man, aka Mick the Maverick, aka that guy who's standing right behind you. I feel I did that one before. Today's subject: the confusing publication history of the Hobgoblin from Marvel Comics. Oh boy. I remember when that guy first came on the scene. Well, actually, I don't. I wasn't alive then. But I heard people remembering when that guy first came on the scene that he was really cool. Like, who the hell's a Hobgoblin? He's all scary. He's blowing shit up all the time. And, well, things took a real weird nosedive. You see, the original writer of the arc, something Stern, I'm sorry if I can remember the name, left the company to do other stuff and didn't give the editorial the notes of what was supposed to happen. So they ended up scrambling and just pulled a bunch out of their ass and said it was Ned Leeds who died 5 years prior. Yeah. And to make it even dumber, they bring the writer back 10 years later to say, oh yeah, Ned was the fall guy. The real guy was Roderick Kingsley. Why can I never remember that guy's name? Oh, I know. Because he only has like 100 main appearances. He should have had more, but once again, editorial screwed it up, and so he's not the... Well, actually, he's kind of big. He's got a lot of franchise supervillains, but he could have been bigger. He could have been a better villain, is my point. Ugh, man. They should have kept that writer, like, better. Like, give him a vacation home, because, dear God, Marvel Comics needed a goblin. They killed off Green Goblin way too soon into Spider-Man's run. Ugh, imagine if Superman and Batman, they killed off, like, the Joker and Lex Luthor way too early, like just 10 years later. You wouldn't have a comic franchise by then. But somehow Spider-Man survived. Well, not really. They kind of went into bankruptcy in the 90s. So, and only are now able to be the powerhouse they are by being backed by Disney, so... yeah. I'm still remembering in one comic called Marvel, they like shit-talked DC for like selling out to Warner Brothers. They ended up doing the exact same thing with Disney, and it ended up being more profitable for them. It's like, you know, that's like just the way it is some days. If you can't, like, if your company gets too big, you might need to end up getting like investors. That is one of the main fallings of capitalism. You know, if you want to keep something really big and keep it going on for a long time, sometimes you gotta compromise. And with Hobgoblin, I think they did that. By the other hand, by the time they retconned, like, who Hobgoblin was, it was 1997. It's kind of too little too late, you know what I mean? Well. Yet another Spider-Man side character whose story got needlessly messed around by editorial sloppiness and bad decision making. What is that, like 1, 2, 3, 4, at least 8 Spider-Man side characters got screwed over by editorial that I can think of right now. Ugh. Just the way it is, you know. Just the way it is. Well, it doesn't have to be if editorial would just be smart. Ugh. Get Grant Morrison to write Spider-Man. Sorry, let me rephrase that. Beg Grant Morrison to write Spider-Man. They probably won't, because it's Spider-Man, and that might even be beyond their powers. You know, it's somewhere to go. This isn't just a Zeb Wells rant. This is Spider-Man across the decades. Say it, everyone else. Yeah. Oh well. Hope for the best. Expect Marvel editorial. That's what I say. With that, like, comment, and subscribe. Donate if you're feeling nice. Share it with a bear. And always remember, praise be to the blood elk, fear the stabopotamus, and death the Kronos. That's why I don't doubt you. Have a night, folks. Sensitive throat.